Oh, fuck. Okay. started yet.
Now they can hear you.
My Scorpio's coming
Fine.
out.
They can hear how chaotic this is and how unprepared I am. What the fuck?
Where's your Taurus side, Sarah? Where is it?
It's the sensitive side today, okay? You know what?
The Cancer has been put away. The Aquarius is out in full force. He's taking no shit today.
Listen.
Oh, we are live.
Well, I said how unprepared I am. That's how long we've been live.
Yeah,
so I always like remind myself consciously, don't swear for a minute, so that
5 minutes.
Get demonetized.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, that's right. That's a rule.
Yeah. Don't worry.
It's not swearing, or is it not using the F word?
It's not using the F word.
Okay.
But it's technically been 5 minutes already.
We love to fucking see it.
There you go. Good job.
That's great.
Well, hi everyone. What you don't know is we've been talking like this for 45 minutes. I feel like this is absolutely chaotic energy. Avery, I muted Avery. Avery got mad at me when he talked to me.
Not about that.
Yeah, she's still okay.
This was full when we started.
Friends, if you don't want to get muted by Sarah, what you don't do
Oh,
is
fuck off.
create a playlist for Elorkin Power Over Me on it. That's what you don't do. Cool.
But it's like an interesting point to make.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about right now? What are you talking about? I literally
glad she cut me off. I had no idea where I was going with that.
Izzy, I love you.
Oh my god. Well, as you can tell, this is gonna be purely chaotic because we are not somewhat prepared. But I saw that there was a lot of things for us to discuss in Slido, so I'm not too concerned. As a reminder, kind of the way these work is that we're gonna share a theory we really loved, a theory that we hated, and then what was the third one?
One that we wish was true.
One that we wish was true.
Very disappointed in all of my answers.
Yeah.
No answers.
Yeah.
I have answers.
Well, it's okay.
I really remember
Izzy,
this
aren't
morning.
you just the most beautiful little teacher's pet of a child?
Yeah.
Just catch me literally making up crack theories.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I don't spend half my time on Tumblr like some people in this chat, so I don't know the crack theories because I don't pay attention to them.
Yeah, that they live on the depths of the dark web.
I get
that tone. It's just a little.
Okay.
Just
Well,
directed at you, Taylor.
The one thing I am going to say is, as a reminder at the beginning of this live, we are not making fun of anyone. I don't want anyone to think that we are
except for each other.
Except for each other.
Yeah.
We're not calling anyone out. Everyone is welcome to their theories. But like we like to do as a group of friends is a lot of times we will bring theories together and dissect them or figure them out. So it is a collaborative experience. It is not meant to shame or make anyone feel bad about their ideas. So just want to make that disclaimer. The only other disclaimer I'm going to make is in the Slido. These are just for crazy theories. If you have like a legitimate one, save that for, Avery, next week. Theory Thursday next week, and we will discuss it there. Avery and I have not picked a topic for that Theory Thursday, but we have some options. I'm not too worried about that.
I could pick.
You want to pick a topic?
Are we getting control over this?
You know which one I want.
What do you want?
I want to know if the cauldron is made of wordstone.
Oh.
That I thought.
Huh?
I thought we already debunked that one.
Yeah, I think we did.
No, I was not made aware.
We'll get into it later, but I don't think stone is the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want it to be, so I'm gonna pretend y'all didn't do that.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh, yes, we did debunk it because the simplest way to answer that is the word gate is a specific type of galactic material that is not described as the same material as the cauldron.
It's galactic. Nice.
Well, I threw that in there because now we know there's galaxies involved, but yeah.
Did we ever talk about the word marks on Feyre's cabin door in Avatar, by the way?
Ooh, not her cabin door, but we have talked about the word marks on her body.
We've talked about word marks on her body, and we've also talked about the word marks surrounding the harp at the prison.
And there's word marks on the cabin door, too.
Of her old house?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hey, friend, This is y'all reaching.
Sorry.
I was just wondering, it just made me think about.
Okay, what do we want to start with? Do we want to start with Izzy, since you're so prepared? Do you want to share yours? Do we want to start with Slido? Oh, for anyone who hasn't added anything in Slido, the code is reaching. There you go. Slido.com/reaching.
Sure, I can begin.
Okay.
Which
one do you want to start with?
theory I wish was true, hate or love?
One.
Well, do the one you love. Let's start positive.
Okay, so the one I love isn't really that much of a crack theory, but there's not enough evidence to back it right now that we can count on it happening.
Okay.
I and Avery think it's highly likely, but there's not a lot to back it up. And that is High King Lulu. From a character standpoint, like, we can think of 1,000 different ways he would be the best choice for High King. The fact that, you know, all of his ties to the courts, but on top of that, it's just, he's been kind of forgotten this whole series, and I don't think that that's unintentional. He's had like this sort of building in the background. We've seen him grow in his role, just steadily in the background, and I think that's intentional. But that is one of my favorite theories, just because I'll touch on the theory I hate. I hate the theory of High King Recent.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah.
And also there's also not as much to back up him becoming High King, because Recent has kind of made it very apparent that he would kind of like to just like chill and
He doesn't want to be High King.
Yeah, he wants to build his wife a house and go to her painting shop and have little bat babies. That's all he wants.
I feel like, though, I agree with you, like, in regards to right now, there isn't a lot to stand on, but there is, in a weird way, some things to stand on to making Rhys the king. And I think the biggest one is, if they were to vote right now with all the current High Lords, Rhys would win, hands down. Even if he didn't want to win, he would still win.
Yeah.
How do you feel about in general, the High King theory? Like, do you think we are going to get a High King by the end of the ACOTAR series?
Maybe, just because it was mentioned. I don't know.
Let's not forget about Mort, who was also mentioned, and then
I think there's a reason that we went from having a High King to having the seven.
Agree.
Not just because his queen betrayed him and took the Star Sword away from him, but because of multiple other reasons. I think it would be interesting to explore what all of those reasons are. So I think that's enough story to give us something without having to reintroduce the High King situation.
Yeah.
I do love High King Lulu, because that man is connected to every freaking court.
And he's the best.
Yeah.
And I feel like, honestly, like, he's one of the ones you would least expect. Like really, you know what I mean? Unless you really sit there and think about it. Like, he's someone that you wouldn't, like, I feel like most time you'd be like, Rhysand, you know?
Not to mix my gingers, but, you know, everybody was saying, like, at one point we were all watching Game of Thrones, they were like, oh my God, Sansa's gonna be the queen. And we all were like thinking, Daenerys was too obvious. We love this. That's how I feel about Lucian. I feel like Rhys is too obvious.
My favorite character in Game of Thrones. So
Sansa, me too.
I was very into the fact that she became Queen of the North.
Lucy says politically, High King is a backward move, especially since Hybern has a High King model and is criticized.
I was realizing as I was doing my ACOTAR reread that freaking Amarantha was called the High Queen, and I was like, I'm not realizing this.
Yeah,
she was the High Queen at one point.
Yeah, she did call herself that.
I have another theory behind why High King has been mentioned, other than to insinuate there will be one. I think that maybe she has in mind for Koshe to like do a campaign for High King, because the thing is that the way that High King is mentioned with Rhysand and Amren, it's stated as like a bad move. Rhysand doesn't like it, doesn't want to do it, doesn't want it to happen. And who does SJM love more than anybody else? She loves Rhysand to be right constantly, all the time. So if it's not to set Lucian up for like a really cool Sansa arc, it's probably because some baddie's gonna try and swoop in and take High King.
Yeah.
Well, another thing is because of the crossover. Like, it's a big part of the story.
Right.
Of the crossover.
Right.
That also.
Somebody mentioned that in the comments. They were like, High King might have just been mentioned to bring in the Finn storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Lulu.
I think it's one that I'm very curious to see it play out, because initially reading Silver Flames, when it was brought up, my immediate thought was, we're going to get a, like, Rhys is going to become High King. Like, just because of the way it was built up with, like, Amryn constantly talking and talking him up. But the more and more time has passed, the more I've just kind of questioned if it was like a Crescent City move or there is something else.
A Crescent City move, or I wouldn't have found the Star Sword.
Yeah.
I just feel like Lucian has like I feel like he's almost going to be like the Dorian of Crescent City, where you end up just realizing how powerful and important he actually is to the story.
Damn it if she cuts his hair.
Oh my God, don't even.
We haven't
already had short hair.
Guys, we haven't had an Akatar man cut his hair yet. We're overdue.
Wait.
No, maybe that was just a one-time thing.
No Hunt.
Your hair.
She cut Hunt. She cut Rowan's.
Yeah, she cut Rowan's.
So it's going to be either Lucian or Cassian. Then.
It'll be Lucian.
No!
It'll be Lucian.
If it's Cassian, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I bet it's
touch my baby hair.
I bet it's Lucian. Yeah, I'm willing to bet it's Lucian. Yeah.
It would probably be Lucian.
And he's gonna get a
short
all
hair.
that moment.
That's so weird.
I think Lucian's gonna be pissy about having red hair, so.
I think he is too. It's like a yeah. I mean,
Cass would still look super hot with short hair. Like
who?
Cassian.
Oh yeah, but that's
oh, no.
not his thing.
But the man bun.
That they should. I'm just saying, like, if worse comes to worse, like, bro would still be looking.
I really like how the two bun-wearing people got together. Like Nesta and Cassie, and they both with their like high, like his is like back here, and hers is like, you know, they do each other's buns in the morning and after they have sex. Like,
yeah, if that happens, I don't know who's gonna tell poor at Mountains and Muscle on TikTok that he has to cut his hair.
Honestly,
like that guy's following just drops.
That's hilarious.
Because don't say she's gonna cut runes. No,
she's gonna make him go bald so I can start Pine Stone.
Stop. No, she's not gonna make him go bald. If anything, she's not gonna cut.
Sarah,
He literally only has half a head. If they cut his hair, it's gonna look weird.
I think they're gonna shave it all off. Honestly.
Stop.
Oh, I love Elaine pixie cut. Yes, 100%.
no.
Oh, I like that too. Actually,
I love it.
because I feel like she's got like this kind of like idea that she's like known for her beauty, and she's just gonna be like, you know what?
It's like an Emma Watson move, you know, when Emma Watson got the pixie cut.
Exactly. Love it.
He's like, nah.
Love that.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Oh, do I need to do the one I wish I was true then?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay. I've mentioned this a little bit before the call. So totally unfounded theory that the hind is a stag shifter related to Aelin. It is, listen. I love it in the same way that I love when a sequel from the 80s was the same movie but in the Wild West. Do you know what I mean?
No, I just stopped. I stopped listening to you when you said that there were stag shifters in the Galathinius line. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, people were like the Hind and then the King of the North, and the King of the North is related to Aelin. And
first off, it's the Lord of the North. Read the book, okay?
Oh, sorry, I'm still in Sansa Winterfell a little bit, guys.
King of the North.
King of the North.
I'm like, it was the Lord of the North.
My apologies.
But
I don't know. I like that theory because it's so it's not tacky. It's campy. I like the idea of her being called the Hind because she turns into a little deer. I'm sorry. It's way funnier to me.
Okay, someone asked, did Brandon have an animal form? No, we never saw his animal form. We can go back through the reading if we see anything, but I don't remember him ever having an animal form.
The Hind is called the Hind because of an actual Greek myth. So,
I'm pretty sure it's because she's a stag. Really.
Isabella.
All I'm saying is
I'm done with your shit.
I know a lot of people think that Lydia could be tied to the Galathinius line. And there's a few things to remember, which is, I'm going to bring it up. Number one, she can't be directly connected to Aelin. A lot of people would be like, oh, she's Aelin and Rowan's descendant or whatever.
The timeline doesn't work.
Yes, the timeline doesn't work. Avery and I have shown you guys multiple times. But basically, for it to be someone from Aelin's line, it would have to be someone who was most likely in the southern continent when they went through the crossing. Because that is, as of right now, the only place we believe there was a crossing. There could have been one in Aurelia, but that's not clear in the current series.
Which was over 10,000 years ago.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, it was. And so but, before that, it has not very clear. I remember when we were making the family trees, I was like, is Aelin's father Fae? Like, I couldn't remember if he was Fae or human. Because, like, there was Fae bred into the Galathinius line, and then over time it doesn't exist. I don't think he was Fae. I think it was only the Ash Rivers are Faes or demi-Faes. So at that point, there's no one that could really explain the stag thing, and the only stag connection that has been described is the Lord of the North, which is a star in the sky. It is not. It's not a shifting Fae of the Galathinius line. So, common ancestor. Yeah, common ancestor. So, well, I'm not prepared, but the only one I had was freaking Isabella's stupid thing that she said one night, which I put in the Discord, but it still haunts me to this day, which is, well, what started it was Avery and I were working on the notes, and we came across a passage that said there at one point was a gate in Otterlin. And
which is when I decided to choose violence.
Yeah, so she was like, oh, look, there's a gate in Otterlin. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, so, by the way, this is a good time to remind you, spoilers for, Hosab.
Really everything.
Yeah. I mean, even, look at me wearing my shirt today.
Yeah, we're talking about all of them here. So.
Yeah. So, like, whoops, Reese is in Hosab. Okay. When Bryce goes through, she was like, oh, Bryce will just go through Rifthold because there's already a gate there and there's not like a confirmed gate in Terrasen. Because my actual theory is that what should happen is, I mean, technically if Bryce were to come through, she should go to Eelway because everyone there knows how to speak word. But to tie it together, she should technically go to Endovier because that was the last time a rift was open, was in Endovier. But I also know that's probably not going to happen. But anyways, Avery was like, yeah, they're going to go to Otterlin. And then Bryce is going to come in and says she needs to go to Hell. And Kale's going to be like, I got the book right here. So we won't even need Aelin. We won't even see Irene.
But then Izzy compounded that today. Izzy, please share with the class.
Oh, yeah. So basically, Kale, because this makes the most sense, he's going to be the only one there.
I hate all
He
of
actually
this.
is going to be the sole Throne of Glass character. He's going to have Vaughn with him, of course. And they're going to explain, they're going to be like, hey, Aelin would have came, but she's actually back home pregnant with Rowan. They actually had their first one.
They have so many kids.
So many kids.
They
actually,
like, know
like,
nothing about the kids. Nothing.
So, yeah,
we just know she has kids.
So that's what I think is going to happen. That's how we're going to go to Terrasen.
Sarah.
Sarah, we're still going to Terrasen.
No, we're not. Terrasen is at the top.
My favorite crack theory is that we're not going to Terrasen.
It's like not even a crack theory. It's just wrong. No matter how many times Heather messages us, it's still wrong. It's just, I mean,
Sarah, you haven't said it today.
Oh, I said it in the Discord 3 times.
You haven't said it to me today. I haven't looked at your Discord.
Well, this is what I'll say. Wait, I lost my train of thought. It was something about I swear, you made me, now it's like all I can think of. I'm like, I swear to God,
say it then.
I swear to God, if I don't go to Terrasen, I'm going to lose.
And see Kale.
Yeah, and see Kale and Vaughn. Good old Vaughn. You know Vaughn.
But they're in Rifthold. That's not Terrasen.
I mean, they're going to be there because, Aelin just gave birth. and they needed someone to look after things.
And Kale had to
Aylin's
bring
way too busy
Irene
with with
because
all the
Irene
babies.
said that she would be there for Aylin's birth. So obviously Kale had to bring Irene, and so he brings Bryce with him.
Yeah. Aylin and Rowan are busy taking care of all their babies.
Yeah, that
I
and they're
hate
just gonna stay
this
behind it.
so much.
So great.
I mean,
is for
like
Aylin
someone was
to
saying in
be
the
her
comments,
bed.
it is called Rifthold for a reason, you know.
Here's the thing.
I
Here's the thing.
swear to God.
I think it would be just so excellent if we went to Terracin and Aylin was just sitting on bed rest because and then what happens is we go all the way to the castle and Kale's like, wait here, let me go talk to her.
Oh my God.
We wait outside the door.
This is a
He's
joke.
like,
This is
they're like,
now.
listen, she's super protected right now. They're not letting any strangers in. Like,
But know that they're in there.
Don't let her in.
it's like that's like the
You
worst.
actually hear somebody laugh. You actually hear two
Honestly,
people
I
laugh.
just need
don't
to
know why.
prepare. I just get to troll Sarah.
You know what the
feel
best part
the-
about this?
feel
You know
the
what
light
you know what
breeze
the
and
best part is?
pine and snow real quick. And
You know what?
Snow and pine.
You know, you know what the best part about all of this is? And the back of the book is the preview for the next ACOTAR book, and it's an Elreal book and not a Gwenreal.
Stop! You are so
Don't you dare speak that into existence.
That was so good. That was real good.
kidding. That's not. Why are you laughing? Why
That
are
was
you-
good. I actually want to challenge myself as a writing exercise.
That would be
to show not tell.
Isabella, you
I
already
swear to
gave
God,
me Gwyn
if
Lane
there
this
was
week,
ever
and I can't.
anything
I
to end this
can't.
friendship, it would be that.
What, an Elreal book?
That you would cross. We would be done.
What, an Elreal book?
An Elreal
I
fuck.
swear to God, if you say it again.
You know, the biggest thing that they can't
Everything
forgive
we've
me
been
for
through.
is that I used to be an Elreal.
So was I.
Only
I blocked that part out of my
not Elreals.
of the trauma that I've experienced.
I was also, you know what? I mean, listen, when she gave him that little thing to help with his headaches in Frost and Starlight, I was like, I get it. And then I read Silver Flames and I was like, homegirl,
masturbates
no,
to it.
yeah, homeward nowhere to be found. Where is homegirl? Where is she?
I mean, I know where
existing.
she is.
With Lucian?
Oh my God. Somebody said Rowan just has a ring of wind around the palace. Yes.
It just gets really windy when they walk out on the bell to blow everyone away.
I would literally get so mad if we go all
It's like
the
a
way
tornado
to freaking
around.
Throne of
All the way to
Glass.
Terracin. Well, you remember how long it took us to get to freaking Terracin and
I do. But there was a snowstorm because when they did it in the beginning of Throne of Glass, it only took a few weeks.
Well, and let's also talk about the fact that like Rowan was able to get to Dorian real fucking fast.
He didn't stop. His little wings went as fast as they could go.
Little wings.
My baby.
He had all those
They're
bird
flapping
kids for
so
his bird
fast.
fraternity. He
Like
had
little
those-
hummingbird wings just buzzing.
I want you guys to know, just for the record, that when you think that you're missing out on quality content from Sarah and Taylor and Izzy and I, this is normal.
This is what
What happens? This is it. You're not missing out on
Hummingbird
anything.
video. Who is that? Rowan.
Who is that? Rowan.
I hate all
that
of
was
you.
him spitting.
Okay.
as
All right.
bird.
I'm gonna read
My
some of this
favorite
stuff.
one ever will be the bird that legitimately stole the pizza. I was like, that is Rowan taking that to Aylin, and I swear to God.